The Mississippi does not care who you are when you first meet it. It asks nothing about your ambitions, your fears, or the man you hope to become. It simply moves, wide, brown, and indifferent, and it waits to see whether you will
He found the puddle the way all children find puddles, with his whole body leaning toward it before his mind had made any decision at all. It was November 11, 2023, a Saturday, and the city of Dallas.
We will just do maybe drop a picture. We're not going to pick back up on those. You can actually do a kind of a publisher role so that you're steering your chronicle. We're just going to do something from photos real quick. Browse photos. Pull up our photos here. Go to pictures. Save pictures. Maybe grab one of my dad as context, who's there. And who's actually not listed. We'll do Terry. And where was this? On is is the little working machine mass. Double yellow, what's happening? And we're going to do then, let's see, student, you were there. And we're going to do it in literary forms. And let's see how it comes out. As you can see, it's streaming as it's writing, which is pretty awesome, I think. You can follow along. And it's done. It gives you a title. can click here to edit the title if you like. Got photos included. You can add up to 5 photos, but I just did the one. You can regenerate the whole thing with changes if you like. But if it's feel like that's good and you're ready to go, then what you're going to want to do is simply save the chapter. Okay. Here we go. Save the chapter. And you can share it. Like, let me go ahead and share this out real quick. Use that. Share it to anyone you want. Don't click here. So we get. Here's our apps. If we were on our phone, we could do instant messenger. I'm just going to do email. You can see the email come up, it'll send it out, all that good stuff. Anyway, let's move on. Now that we have saved it, let's do take a look at it. Here it is. It's a full finished copy. You probably didn't see that because it wasn't sharing it, but let's go back to this. So now we have all of our chapters here. Go down to the bottom. If you want to rearrange them, you can like drag and drop, rearrange the timeline, just like so. But we'll go down to the bottom where the new chapters are, which are right here. And this is the one I just wrote. You can listen to it too. You can have it narrated. But as you can see, came up quite a literary chapter just off that short little few sentences and the one picture. I can edit it, go to what's called the revision room, rewrite the narrative, edit the title, delete it, or if you want to edit it in line, you can go here, edit the text in line, change things around. Just as you want to. So you want to get rid of in dash, comma, there, save changes. There you go. Now if you want to listen to it, listen to this chapter right here. You can even leave a keepsake to send the voice narrated chapter to somebody, a loved one, which is kind of like the flywheel, I think, of our viral sharing. I've cloned my voice and my wife's voice, so we can have the chapter actually narrated in our voices. Like I'm going to write it, listen to it in my voice. Should be interesting.
There are men who disappear into their work the way rivers disappear into the sea, gradually, necessarily, and with a kind of quiet grandeur that only makes sense once you are old enough to understand the pull of currents larger than yourself. Terry Inman was one of those men. For 30 days at a stretch, he belonged to the Mississippi, and then for 30 days, he belonged to you again. You grew up measuring time in that rhythm, 30 on,
we'll let that
30 off,
play, which is kind
became the metronome of your childhood, the tide that ordered everything.
Some other things you can do here.
The dinners that felt
you
complete,
can
and
order
that had
your printed book, hardback or softback if you want, and go through here, look at it, decide what you want, order your book today, and you can select all your chapters. Some chapters do an era, do a full book, which is fun. And like this is 218 pages. I'm going to do a full book. It's going to be hardback. It's going to be all my chapters. Let's go here, 179. Continue to checkout. Put this in. It's all automated. Some other things you can do that I like. New chapter. So there's multiple ways that you can get this, and you can do from photos. You can sit down with a family member and have the Chronicle voice interview you. You can write it from your memory. You can upload a recording, old or new, and it'll auto transpose it into one of our chapters. And the other thing that we can do that I really like is you can actually, kind of what Storywork does, get a weekly prompt sent to your email or to a loved one's email as a gift. All they do is reply to that prompt with their answer, with their short answer, short blurb, and just like anything else, it'll land over into our inbox, and whoever's running the Chronicle can either put it into a chapter or set it aside and get more information. You put it into a chapter, it streams just like this, and it becomes one of your chapters. Like story inboxes where those will come. Right now I don't have any, but if we wanted to set one up, you would just put their name, their email, send the first question, and off it goes. Like I've got one to my mom, one to Kelly already. The other things that we also have Publisher's Desk with the voice is what I wanted to show too. This is where we can set up to clone your voice or a loved one's voice. We're using 11 labs behind the scenes on that, privacy first on that as well, where the data gets deleted. But you can record your samples, best sample. And here I've got a couple of versions of mine, a couple of versions of Kelly's. You can go in, I've revoked these, so they're deleted, but it just shows that they were there. Listening room keepsake. I love this. It's just, a lot of different avenues that we have that we're pretty proud of. There's so much more to show, but, in the interest of time, I try to move fast and hopefully you get it. We've got light themes, dark themes, which I prefer, with sepia as well. We try to go with the literary type of theme, as you can see. And here we go. This is all editable as well. You can edit your cover, you can change this stuff. So get notifications here, which is good. And then the Publisher's Desk is where you can kind of narrate and nudge people in your family plan. Like I have a family plan, so my wife is part of it, my mother's part of it. They can come in here and they can make chapters as well. Since I'm the publisher, I can audit those chapters, make sure that they fit. But I could also send requests that says, "Hey, Mom, you need to maybe you can do this memory for me," or "Hey, Kelly, can you do this memory for me?" And if it goes quiet, you can nudge them. You can request interviews. It's just kind of like a family historian, if you will. And so that's a little bit of what we got. But one thing we also have is what's called right here. It's not, you could call it a chatbot, but we call it the Chronicle Guide or the Chronicle Biographer. I don't even know where to start. It kind of gives you some ideas, right? Feelings, and it will help new users or people who may be having like blank page syndrome or something like that get ideas, and it'll nudge them in the right way. It'll show them like I have what can I do with them, and then this should it'll help our customers get an idea of what to do with them automatically. So I hope you like it, and this is TheChronicles.life.